Hare Ram Krishna, Hare Ram Krishna, Hare Ram Krishna. Topic for today's discussion is the result when somebody is born in particular paksha or a particular tithi. Paksha or the tithi is caused by the relationship between sun and the moon. So from the geocentric point of view, that is considering Earth as the center, stationary center, and all other planets moving, we see that sun and the moon both revolve around the Earth, and the whole panorama is 360 degrees. Likewise, the sun and moon, they both could be 0 to 360 degrees apart from each other. So these 360 degrees is divided into 30 parts of 12 degrees each. So each 12 degree is considered to be one of the tithi, one of the tithi. So likewise, there are 30 tithis when there is angle between sun and the moon. So each 12 degree comprises one tithi, and such one revolution from when moon is conjoined sun to again reaching back and conjoining, this is called a lunar month. Each lunar month contains 30 days, 30 tithis. You can call it 30 lunar days. When sun and moon both are conjoined, that day is called Amavasya. That is the new moon day. And when sun and moon, they are maximally apart, that is, the angle between them is 180 degree. That is called the Purnima day or the full moon day. So when moon after conjoining sun starts moving away from it till the point it reaches the maximum degree, that much duration is called Shukla Paksha or the bright half of the moon. And when moon again starts moving closer to the sun, that is called Krishna Paksha. And eventually it loses all its light when it is submerged. It is exactly coinciding with the angle of sun. So in the bright half, right from the new moon till the Purnima day, till the full moon, the brightness keeps on increasing as moon keeps on moving away from sun. And when it starts moving towards sun after Purnima day, it starts losing its brightness. And eventually, when it is coinciding with sun, that is the new moon day, when nothing is visible. So, like I said, for each 12 degree, there is one tithi. And these tithis are 15 for the Shukla Paksha and 15 for the Krishna Paksha. 15 for the bright half, that is when the angle between sun and moon is 0 till 180, And 15 for the Krishna Paksha, the dark half, when moon starts moving towards sun and its brightness keeps on decreasing. And these tithis are actually just the numbers in the Sanskrit language. So Pratipada, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dashmi, Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, and Purnima. And after that, again the same numbers go on. That is Pratipada of Krishna Paksha, Pratipdvitiya of Krishna Paksha. Like that, going till the Amavasya. And from Amavasya, again Pratipada of Shukla Paksha starts. So the bright half and the dark half, those results we'll, we'll discuss. One thing to note is that these results that uh, we are going to discuss, it will be applicable. You may not find that it is applicable always in the chart of native. So if it is not applicable always, then in the dasha of moon, the results of pakshas will be will be seen. So when you are judging the results of moon, Mahadasha or Antardasha or Pratyantardasha, that time you can, apart from its natural lordship and other karakas, you can also predict the results of the pakshas also. These results are from Pandit Tundiraj, Jataka Bharanam. So for the person who is born in the Sukla Paksha, it is predicted that he will be long lived. He will be gentle person. He will be Sushil, Bhadra. He will be gentleman. He will behave properly. He will have. He will be wealthy person. He will be rich person. He will have tender body, komal sharir, and he will be spending time cheerfully. He will be always happy, and he will be spending time very cheerfully. This is the uh, this is for the Shukla Paksha. Then for the Krishna Paksha, that is the dark half, when for all the 15 tithis it is applicable. Such a person will be very majestic. He will be very pratapi. He will have royal majesty. But from the body, from the perspective of body and mind, he will be a weak person. He will be fickle minded, chanchal swabhav. He will not be able to stick to a particular point for a long time. He'll be very fickle minded. Then he'll be quarrelsome. He'll be interested in fighting. He'll be ready to take fight with others. He'll be lustful. He'll be haughty and arrogant in the family. So one can say that he'll be uh, he'll be a bit arrogant about his lineage, about his family. So these results will be applicable when the dasha of moon is running. Now I'm going to discuss the results for various tithis. So the first one is the Pratipada. In Pratipada, the main results are that such a person will have a big family. It will be a big family. Then he'll be very thoughtful person. Vichari, that is, he'll do everything after giving sufficient thoughts. He will have a beautiful body. He'll be gentle, that is Sushil, or he'll be Bhadra Purush. He will get wealth from the king and he'll be knowledgeable. He'll be basically knower of Shastras and he'll be very knowledgeable person, a Gyani person. So this is the result of Pratipada Tithi, that is the first day. It is applicable for both the Pratipada, Shukla Pratipada as well as Krishna Pratipada. Then comes the Dvitiya Tithi, the second day. Person born in Dvitiya Tithi, he will be very generous in giving. He'll be Dani person. He'll be ready to donate things. He will be having lot of good qualities. He'll be very thoughtful person, that is very vichari in doing things. Then he'll be having good conduct. He'll have beautiful body. He'll be famous and honored person. So this was the result of Dvitiya Tithi. Then coming to the Tritiya Tithi. The person who is born in Tritiya Tithi will be very lustful. He will have impeccable knowledge. That is Nirdusht Vidya. That is, whatever knowledge he has, it will be very perfect. There will not be a slightest mistake in the knowledge that he has. Then he'll be having strength in the body. That is, he'll be powerful. He'll be bali. He'll have wealth from the kings. He'll get wealth from the kings. He will be living in foreign countries. He'll be clever and he'll be enjoying worldly things. And finally, he'll be ahankari. That is, he will be egoistical person. So this was the result of the Tritiya Tithi. Then coming to the Chaturthi Tithi, such a person will be interested in taking loans. He'll be always in debt. He'll be very walrus, that is, very courageous person, ready to take on new ventures. But he'll be miserly, little minded person. Kripan, the word used is kripan, which is basically a little minded person. And also it means very miserly or mean person. He'll be very fickle minded person. He will be in the habit of gambling and he'll be vivadi, that is litigious. He will be interested in fighting and arguing with others. Then coming to the Panchami Tithi. The person who is born in Panchami Tithi, he will have beautiful body. He will be accompanied with wife, children, friends. So overall, socially very connected person. He will be kind to everyone. Here, everyone means not only kind to all humans, but also to animals and plants and all the living creatures on this earth. He will be generous and he'll be respected by kings. Then coming to the Shashti Tithi. The person who is born in the Shashti Tithi, he will always abide by his words. He'll be man of words. Whatever he promises, whatever he says, he will fulfill that. Then he'll be a very rich person, wealthy person. He will be having children. He will have long thighs and knees. That is, his legs will be long. He will be powerful. He will be Mahabali, having lot of strength and lot of power in the body. He will be glorious. That is Kirti. He will have lot of Kirti. That is, his stories of his glory will reach far and he will be a famous person. He will be clever and he will have marks of wound on the body. Then coming to the Saptami Tithi, the person who is born in the Saptami Tithi will be very knowledgeable person. He will be knower of sciences and a very canny person. He will knower of qualities. That is, he will be able to judge the quality of others. He will be having big eyes. He will be very gentle person, a very sajjan purush, bhadra purush. He will be having faith in God. He will be believer. He will be having daughters, and he is the person who acquires or seizes money from others. So basically, he earns by fighting with others. He'll be very interested in fighting and gaining something out of that fight. And he is the one who wins over enemies. And coming to the Ashtami Tithi, the person who is born in Ashtami Tithi is very kind, very Dayalu personality. He is very fickle minded. He loves women or opposite sex, and he has variety of wealth, not one type of wealth, various types of wealth, not only as a bank balance in the account, but also a lot of vehicles, a lot of property, and friends, and other kinds of wealth like power and relationships. He will be having happiness from children, and he'll be having education related authority in the king's palace. Coming to the Navami Tithi, the person who is born in the Navami Tithi, he will be disinterested in the works of his siblings. So basically, he will not be interested in helping his siblings or whatever those siblings are inclined to do. He will not be interested in them. He will be having harsh speech, very rough, uh, you can say very kathor, very harsh speech. He'll not speak well with others. He'll be very intelligent, and he'll be devoid of respect and etiquettes. He will be litigious. That is, he'll be virodhi. He will be a very opposing kind of person. So whatever very argumentative person, whatever comes up, he will be immediately against it. So that is a litigious kind of person. And coming to the Dashami Tithi, the person who is born in Dashami Tithi, he he keeps focus on the dharmic things or religious things, or in a broad sense, you can say whatever has to be done, whatever is required to be done morally or socially, that that he'll do by keeping his full intelligence on that. Then he'll be a rich person, wealthy person. He'll have long neck. He'll be knower of many scriptures. He'll be generous. He'll be very humble. Not humble, very modest person. He'll be beautiful and lustful. Then coming to the Ekadashi Tithi, the person who is born in Ekadashi Tithi, he will respect deities and Brahmins, that is the priests and the scholars, and he'll have faith in God. He'll go to temple and he'll do puja, upasana, etc. He will be very generous person, very dani person. So he'll be donating things to needy people. He'll be having pure heart and very skilled person. He'll be doer of good deeds. He'll do a lot of punya acts, very good deeds he'll do. And he'll be very happy and glad and pleasant person. Coming to Dwadashi Tithi, such a person will be having will love water. He'll do water sports or activities related to water. He'll be interested in doing that. He'll be very practical kind of person. He'll not be theoretical person. He'll be very practical person. How things work really in the world. He'll have knowledge of Vyavahar, how this transactional world works. Then he'll be enjoying in his house. He'll be enjoying things in his house. Donates and donates grains and food. He'll be donating anna, food and grains to needy people. And he'll gain wealth from kings. Then coming to the Trayodasi Tithi, such a person will be beautiful. He will be pure in the conduct. He'll be very sattvic person, sattvic guna. He'll have long neck and he'll be having children. He'll be clever and courageous. And coming to the Chaturdashi Tithi, such a person will be very cruel, that is very ruthless, nirdayi person. He'll be very courageous person. He'll be always laughing or prone to laughing, very easy to laugh. He'll be lustful and intolerant. He'll not tolerate things from um, rubbish from other people. He'll be very intolerant. Then he'll be very litigious, vivadi person. He'll be interested in arguments and quick to reply to arguments. And he'll have lot of krodha, that is, he'll be angry. Then the person who is born on Purnima Day, he'll be having a beautiful body. He'll gain money from legitimate sources. He'll be interested in gaining money or wealth from only legitimate sources. He'll have many female companions. He'll be always happy and indulgent, vilasi kind of person. He'll be interested in enjoying the objective world, enjoying the worlds of pleasure and material things. He'll be kind and generous. And coming to the Amavasya Tithi, such a person will be very peaceful and he'll respect his parents. He'll be very strong minded person. Whatever he decides, he'll do it. He'll get wealth after hard work, and he'll be always interested in gaining more and more wealth. He will have a weak body and he'll be devoid of happiness. He'll be honored among people. So these are the 15 tithis. The results that I mentioned is applicable for Krishna Paksha and Shukla Paksha both, that is the bright half and the dark half. And since Tithi is actually created by the relationship between sun and the moon, so when the Mahadasha of sun is running and the Antardasha of moon is running, at that point of time, this relationship, the results that I mentioned, will become more applicable. So instead of applying these principles blindly, one has to apply it in the Vimshotri Dasha or whatever Dasha that you are using when Sun and Moon, both relations are activated. So that point of time, these results will become manifest. So that is all from me for today. मेरी बातों को इतना ध्यान से सुना, आप सभी के भीतर बैठे परमात्मा